Hello, everybody. It is the Dark Conservatarian, and I am here back with another Hangout stream. I keep on changing the names of all these Hangout streams. First, I just lumped them in with the rest of Strike Force, and then I renamed it to Cancer Podcast. But I thought, that kind of associates that seems too copyright-ish and not original enough because originally the Poor Bastards chat, there was a time of when that was called the Cancer Podcast, and so I thought, hey, the Dark Cancer sounds good, and plus it's named after my Discord server, so I thought it was suiting. So anyway, I'm here with JJ so far. We are here just to chill, and hopefully Bearing will join pretty soon, as the title of this stream suggests, Catching Up with Bearing. If he doesn't join, I'll have to change the name of that, but say hi, JJ.
Hello.
Hello. So, tell everybody what you've been up to.
Not much, just trying to get through the rest of high school and get ready for graduation and shit.
Okay. Trying to see if there's like anyone else that I would possibly like to invite. I don't know. We'll see how it goes so far. Hey, do you like hair metal?
Not personally, but I just haven't really heard much of hair metal.
Music like Def Leppard, Motley Crue, and other
Def
such.
Leppard. I do like me some Def Leppard a little bit.
Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages. Let's Get Rocked and Rocket and Armageddon it and all other stuff like that. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So far, right now, they're like my number one favorite rock band, just in general. I'm a big time classic rocker myself, but ever since I like switched up which type of music that I generally listen to, or what type of radio station that I listen to, at least, gone from the classic rock station to the metal station here in my city, and I've been getting hooked more onto metal just in general, be it hair metal or heavy metal.
Yeah.
Some of Ozzy Osbourne's more harder stuff is pretty cool, like No More Tears, for example. Don't know if you ever heard of that one.
Not really, no.
I would play it here, but, you know, copyright. Yeah. The 3 new followers within this weekend. 3 new followers and 3 new subs. 2 actually now 3 live streams and 2 new uploads within this weekend. So I feel like it's been a fairly productive weekend so far.
Yeah.
Bearing, get your ass in here.
Yeah, seriously.
So, I don't know. I'm probably going to like work on some more of that picture of Conundrum a little bit more.
Have you heard from Messman at all today?
No, I have not. I have messaged him on Twitter, asking him of what's up with him. It's quite weird. I mean, he hasn't privatized his Twitter or anything this time, at least.
Good thing I don't have to go to school tomorrow. Good thing I don't have to go to school tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Senior skip day, bitch.
Senior skip day?
Yep. We plan on going to Turner Falls tomorrow.
Well, that's cool. So open up Conundrum.
Yeah, try to send him the link. He's a fun guy.
Who's a fun guy?
Conundrum.
Oh yeah, he's on my Strike Force co-host private Twitter chat group.
Hmm.
If I was to like send you, if I was to like let you join in the co-host, like I have a feeling that Sir Conservatarian is not going to be able to stay on the Strike Force co-host for much longer,
Yeah, he's
considering,
joining the
yeah,
military.
yeah. Probably ought to not be omitting too much details, but yeah, that's all that you guys need to know.
He will
But
be joining the military.
trying to find a picture. But would you be interested in joining that group, becoming a co-host, or do you think that you wouldn't be able to contribute a whole lot?
I'd like to. I might be able to contribute some things, especially if it involved the whole North Korea thing.
Hmm.
Like I said, I still don't trust him.
Safe to say that economics is not really your strong suit.
Not the strongest, but I think I can manage a little bit.
Okay. Be screen sharing here. I'm really noticing of how I look like when I lower my bandwidth. Like I can see the freaking pixels on my face in the in the Google Hangouts right now. It's funny to look at. Oh man, I wish my computer was a little bit more kick butt than this.
Well, you know what you
Whoa.
gotta do.
Get a upgrade the graphics card, something like that.
Yep.
All right. Maybe we should like tell everybody that we're live or something. I don't know.
Hmm. I can send everyone the link on the of the
Poor
show.
bastards.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. I'm kind of driven away from the poor bastards. In all honesty,
Why?
it's been drama central for the last 2 months.
True.
I mean, I would prefer that if you didn't do it if I like sent the invite myself.
Oh,
I think the
I didn't mean the invite. I meant the like the link to the actual stream video on YouTube.
oh, okay. Well, actually, I would kind of prefer that you didn't. I mean, if Googlet is going to watch this video, let her find out herself.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess that's the main reason. I don't want another stream, particularly for fun hangout stream, derailed by her. I've already had one stream derailed by her. It's my Let's Play Spore. One of my Let's Play Spore yeah, videos.
Yeah.
There are any motherfuckers in Mod Wayne's house that are online.
Hmm.
What do you say?
I was just gonna say that Google, it's actually been kind of nice to me. She hasn't been a asshole lately. Right
And
now.
she still hates me.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
She's trying to stretch this whole misunderstanding of. I guess there was like a point of when that you guys were like mad at Voltaire or mad in the middle of the stream. Um,
I still
is
don't. I still don't like Voltaire, but I'm just not gonna be part of that issue anymore.
okay.
But I'm not mad.
I mean that's fine. He actually asked. Voltaire did. He actually asked if he could like have a if you could like join a hangout stream sometime. I decided that I wasn't really gonna have him on this stream because it's meant to be mostly just a hangout for fun stream with
Yeah.
bearing, hopefully. But sometimes he really wants to try and make amends with some of you guys at least.
Oh, Googlet's already out. So is Lapis.
Out where?
Like they're I doubt they would want to at all.
Oh,
Because
don't want to
no,
make amends. I see. Yeah, Lapis already affirmed to me that she absolutely refuses to stream with him.
and
And
Google it, well, Google it.
so Aspie has seen the link in Mod Wayne's house, but funny that he hasn't joined. SSJ Magnus Deacon. I do not know who that person is. And then, of course, there's you.
SS Magnus Deacon. I can look who that is up.
I mean, yeah, it's more of a misunderstanding than it is a lie. I mean, she's just letting her hate control her rhetoric.
Well, she is a socialist, and socialists are very hateful.
Well, to be fair to Lapis, hashtag not all.
Yeah, she's still kind of hateful to an extent.
Uh, I guess
Oh,
I
good
don't fully
God.
see it. What?
Not a fucking again. This bitch I've been talking to on Twitter, she calls herself friendly, call me, and she keeps on calling me a fascist.
Yeah, some friendly.
Yeah, she said, I've been fucking with you for like half the day, but you are calling yourself the Crusader, so that's a red flag, fascist.
What? Okay, so she opened up just trying to bust your balls in almost a serious sounding kind of way, and then she just all of a sudden decides to say, "Hey, that's a red flag, you fascist."
No,
Your name is a red flag.
in the thing, she was talking to Frank Shandor, you know who that is, don't you?
Roughly.
Well, she went after him and I said, how about you quit calling everyone you disagree with a fascist and grow up here? She said, okay, fascist. I'm like, you're extremely immature, grow up. She said, okay, fascist again. And I said, you really love the word fascist, don't you? She said, no, fascist. And so I kind of quoted her.
No, she does.
And so I quoted her tweet saying, avoid this person. She will constantly call you a fascist for either stupid or no reasons at all. She's also annoying. She said, shut up, fascist. I said, it's called free speech. Get over it. Then she said, I'm using my free speech to tell you to shut up, fascist. Like I said, she keeps on saying the word fascist, so I'm just gonna omit that. And then
How
I
about you
told her,
just ignore her? She's just being a petulant child, it seems. Okay,
yeah.
I'm sending bearing the invite for the third time. Like he gave me his email, and so I'm able to enter it in on the invite people button up here. But yeah, he's not joining for some reason. I mean, I thought we were like on the same terms as to what time he thought that I was going to be starting this hangout stream, because it was like roughly 6 p.m. at the time that he had responded to my Gmail saying, hey, the time that you want to set up is like, that is roughly 22 to 23 hours from now, right? And I said,
hey guys.
yep.
Hey, Aspie.
Oh. Hey.
Cool.
I just a little while ago I played Fortnite for the first time.
I still have not played Fortnite because I don't have a PS4, Xbox One, or good gaming PC.
I'm playing to some friends. I'm just playing talk with some friends of mine. My dad was asking me who I was talking to. Anyway, I played Fortnite for the first time. I died both times. I suck. I wanted to do but I didn't want to. You got to make an account for it on streaming on when you stream, but you have to. Oh, we have to make an account. Well, I got it on my phone. I think I might get it on my computer too, and I might live stream it. I'll call it my first time doing Fortnite, even though it's
I just clickbaited say my first time.
My first time, just big old capital letters. My first time.
Yep, and put on YouTube.
First time doing sex.
So that's what I'll think. Oh my god, this bitch! I'm thinking about either blocking
Just ignore her. You don't even need to. You don't even need to block her.
Yeah, true. As she continues to talk to me, I'm just gonna block her or mute her.
The only reason that you would have to possibly block her is if she kept on insisting. But first, I would suggest say just ignore her and see if she still keeps on going after you. Right then, I can understand more blocking, but I try to avoid blocking people, honestly, because it props up the confidence of your opposition when you block
That is
them.
very true.
Because I know that my confidence was boosted up when I got blocked by both Secular Hawk and some random geek.
Yeah, I gotta
I've
tell
been
you,
blocked by a shit ton of people.
I've been blocked by I've been blocked by Steve Shives.
Everyone's been blocked by Steve Shives.
Yeah, I've been blocked by Danny Quartz too. I don't know why. I don't know what I said to him to make him block me.
Oh, I made a video on him, so I'm pretty sure that's how I got blocked.
Maybe Owen was telling him about you.
Oh, really? Did Owen mention me in one of his streams?
No. I was saying maybe that's the case. I do not know for certain of why it would be that he Danny Quartz blocked you, but I can only imagine that's because Owen was gossiping about you. Oh, Danny, avoid this transphobe here. He will completely
Such a transphobe.
He will completely disregard your word policing of his words and will not correct himself.
Oh, by the way, somebody actually told me that my picture looked like it had lipstick on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know how to get the lips right, to actually capture the lips without making them look overly exaggerated like that.
I don't think it's possible when it comes to drawing pictures.
I mean, I would have to be a lot better animator. I mean, I guess technically I could like try and shade Conundrum's lips a little bit more for the darker areas like that, for example. And again, it's going to still kind of look like he's wearing lipstick, but hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I was told by Ren Michaelis that my picture looks like I'm wearing lipstick.
Yeah. True.
Do you think so too?
And I wouldn't really know.
I'm really starting to think about distancing myself from the poor bastards.
Yeah. It's falling apart.
I remember the good days whenever it used to just be a hangout sort of thing where everybody was chill, and then we let the fucking leftists and the communists or socialists in.
No, Ham was.
Now we're just constantly.
Okay, I mean, maybe Ham is. I'm sorry. I mean, I used to say staunchly I dislike Ham, but
Ham doesn't really count.
At least he like is lightened up. If you compare him to like say Google it. I mean, even Lapis has isn't as
has a sense of humor.
Yeah, has a little bit more of a sense of humor than Google it, and doesn't act as much like a rabid dog as Google it does. I mean, Ham he can get
or Secular Hawk.
Oh, Secular Hawk. He's just a spurg. He's just a royal prick.
He's gone anyway, so it's not like it really fucking matters.
Well, he left?
No, he got kicked.
He got kicked by Lapis, and that's another thing. I mean, this was on the same day that I had... Okay, of course it was yesterday. So, yesterday, I had a very fantastic stream with the Effeminate Degenerate. Like, see that stream, by the way. I thought it was pretty good. And then a couple hours later, I find out that she kicked somebody off of the chat. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is a breaking standard right here again with somebody just single-handedly kicking somebody off without consensus, you know?
Well,
I mean,
the vote has. The final vote has come in, and it's an unconditional yes. I voted for yes with conditions, and then no.
I mean,
So
I think
Sorry
he
about that,
should
you
have been
guys.
let back in, but I definitely think that there should have been conditions, like him getting rid of the banner, you know? But I wonder why it is that people are saying it has to be unconditional. Like, what the heck?
because that's what Lapis put unconditional yes, yes with
Well, I know
conditions, and
it's
then
what
no.
Lapis put, but I just don't get the way that people are voting in the poor bastards. First you got first you got the one poll that I started where it's and the results are in, Google it is staying in the chat. I don't know of why people are deciding that she should be allowed to stay in. I mean, are people just that socially numb to her toxic anger and snippiness?
I guess they
Yeah.
don't really care about us.
I still act like it's just a cool hangout. I just post memes, including that Shrek one.
Don't, for the love of God, no.
What's so bad about it? Why do you?
Because you ruined Batman and Shrek for me, and even a little bit of Sonic.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's not. People were calling that vor. I'm like, that's not vor. That's whatever.
No, it's not vor. I mean, isn't vor like the whole swallowing of an entire person?
Yes.
But the thing is, Shrek, it didn't look like he had ate Sonic. It looks like
He was pregnant with Sonic.
yeah. I mean, I can't even utter the words. Like, it feels that fucking disturbing to me to try and utter the words.
There might be some tuliping going on. You got that from a Saturday Night Live skit.
Hello, Grim the Vampire Dragon King. How are you doing? We got one person in the chat right now. Okay. Damn it, Bearing! I told everybody that you was going to be on this stream.
Oh, Bering? Would Bering left some in the chat or no?
No, he did not leave something in the chat, but I don't know why he is not getting on here. Like, I thought we were on the same page for him joining. That's good to hear, Grim. He says, fine.
Playing
Fortnite.
Fortnite. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for a little while and watch. Doc, and watch. I gotta go here in a little bit and get get a pizza. So.
Is it pineapple?
Okay.
No. Pepperoni. Fuck pineapple.
Oh, fuck you!
What? You like pineapple on pizza, JJ?
Oh, yes. Especially with Canadian bacon. Yes.
Holy shit. Okay. To each his own.
Just die.
It's a great debate. Does pineapple go on pizza?
Yes.
It's
thing even
sweet.
get
It's
started?
supposed to be savory. It's not supposed to be sweet. I don't want like some sweet.
To be fair,
thing.
tomato sauce is kind of sweet.
Okay, it's a little bit sweet, but there's still a savoriness to it. There's still a saltiness to it. In pineapple, it just does not fit. It's sugar. Sugar does not.
We know what kind of saltiness we like that you like, Aspie.
What?
Gemini's jizz.
He wants Gemini's jizz on his pizza.
Anyway, I'm going to talk to Gemini. He's streaming about his channel, so I'm gonna be.
Okay,
so I'm
that's
off.
cool.
All right, bye.
See you later.
Good God.
We're in direct competition with Gemini, and we are losing. This is mostly because we cannot get Bearing on yet.
If we get Bearing on it, then we might get viewers.
Okay. Trying to see how I'm going to paint this picture. Oh, I didn't know that bears get amnesia. Amnesia. Have you ever played Amnesia? The Dark Descent?
No, I've never played it, but I have seen it.
Played Mark or seen Markiplier play the game?
Yerp derp.
Yeah, I used to have been a big fan of Markiplier for back in the old days, at least when he played Amnesia, Slender Man, and other third-rate indie games. Now he's just become too much of the typical YouTuber.
I mean, to be fair, YouTube has changed a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder about how much he bleeps himself out or how much he curses in general now. Or does he curse at all now, concerning the fact that he's afraid of getting his ad revenue pulled?
But I mean, to be fair, that's literally his job.
Right. It's understandable. I mean,
Mhm.
but YouTube is kind of Sargon's job as well, but he still curses a lot.
But he also gets his ad revenue removed a lot.
And he has patrons. That's the backup for everybody talking politics on YouTube. Patreon. Oh, jeez.
I miss the old days of our chat and YouTube in general.
Yeah, I mean, it was one thing for Jocelyn to end up leaving. I mean, I liked the guy, and I kind of, to a certain extent, I guess, miss him now. But he did contribute very little, I would say.
But now we have a bunch of people that are just like, oh, communism or feminism is the way. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, that's not even really the problem with it. The problem is
And people get mad really easily as well.
Yeah, how toxic people act with those beliefs now.
I mean, I'd be fine with a socialist if they didn't push their fucking agenda.
I mean, to be fair, Lapis is not talking capitalism is evil. Capitalism causes this. Capitalism causes that. This evil, that evil, and blah, 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 blah. Kind of like Owen does. I mean, at least with Lapis, you
She's
can
not doing it the way he does it, but she still does it.
You can at least have like a regular conversation with her without economics being brought up in general.
Maybe.
I mean, not as easily, anyways. Is my observation. And so, definitely for of a socialist that I just see over the internet, she's a cool one.
Also, I try to avoid leftists as much as possible because if I say the wrong thing, they get really mad and pissy.
Mm.
At least
Or they end up throwing a red herring about your religion.
Yep. That's why I decided to leave like Hawk's chat that he made.
Oh, he made a chat where he made a group chat and he invited you on it?
Yep, he invited S-Man, Faith, me, and a shit ton of leftists.
I see. Yeah, I'm thinking of just making the drama review video of Jocelyn and then leaving the poor bastards.
Are you gonna leave the chat, or are you gonna just not be on there as much?
Well, I'm not being on there as much as I used to even now. I mean, I'm not like constantly checking the status of what's going on and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I'm talking about actually leaving it. Like, and I am pretty sure that S-Man did vote for Google to stay on.
Yes, he did.
I mean, if he... If he wants her to stay on, that's cool. But I really wish that he would join in telling her to calm her tits.
But no, he just said, "Oh, just ignore it" or something like that.
And Google It just wants us to roll over for her anger as well.
Believe me, I'm not going to. If she's nice to me, I'll be nice to her. But if she starts saying shit about you in the chat, I'd say, "Hey, knock it the fuck off."
Mm-hmm.
Like, even I think in the chat, she even called you a moron today.
She called me a fucking retard.
Yep.
I saw that, and I was just all like, Google It, get decent, because I'm honestly getting tired of her shit to the point that I'm viewing her. I mean, that's another reason why I want to leave the chat, because I kind of feel to a certain extent like she's one of those close friends that is just constantly angry at you, that you kind of want to hold on to a relationship desperately with, but at the same time, you know it's hopeless to try and get along with them, but you cannot quite disconnect from them because it's like an addicting drug, you know?
I think that's what it is with S-Man.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, I feel a certain honestly a certain connection to Google It, but I feel like if I was to leave the chat that I would finally get to the point of where I view her no differently than the typical progressive secular talk fanboys that go harassing my Kyle Kalinske gets owned by Penn Jillette video, you know?
Yeah.
It'll be easier to brush off everything that she says. And so on and so forth.
Yep.
But no, because I'm on the same chat with her, there's a little bit of a closer tie. I think we all do miss the old Google It, the more lightened up Google It. And S-Man has to sometime sooner or later. I wonder how S-Man would react if I was to tell him the reason why I'm leaving the poor bastards chat is because of
Google It.
Yeah, is because Google It is staying in the chat, and apparently the only people that want to try and get her under control are me and JJ, and to a certain extent, Jeeps Creeps tried to cool her down as well. He was just being an innocent bystander, saying, "Hey, calm down, Google It," and she lashed out at him too. That was the moment that you and I and him definitely thought right then and there that she has to go, but that was not convincing enough to S-Man.
And if he says, "Oh, you're being weak, Zach," you can tell me and I'll say, S-Man, you don't truly understand what's going on. It continues to fucking happen, and yet you're fucking blind to it.
Oh, shit. That's going to unravel some more drama.
Yeah, I don't want to, get on S-Man's case, but as you know...
No, you don't think you need to stand up for me on this issue.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks, JJ.
It's not really just to stand up for you. It's also to stand up for me because... As you know, I was also a part of this. I'm constantly getting called out by her whenever I go to say, "Hey, knock it off."
I mean, she even lashed out at me just for saying that memes don't prove shit. She shared a meme talking about how Hitler is supposedly a capitalist, and at the least bit, one could probably say that he's like a corporatist at the most. But I go dismissing off the meme as not a reliable source, and she says it's speaking facts, Zach, you dumb motherfucker. Like, I wasn't even calling her names. I was just saying that the meme did not prove jack shit. And, yeah.
Yeah, I just started becoming more active in Mod Wayne's house, and I'm starting to like it there a lot more.
Hopefully, I mean, that is if things remain cool with everyone. And Freaky Faith reads, that's another one. always unloading her own personal drama on the public chat, and that's really not a good idea, in my opinion.
What do you mean?
I mean, especially with a chat that has that many people who not every one of them you can trust. I mean, for example, we just saw Secular Hawk sharing screen caps of Vanguard making a misspell. So who knows what else Secular Hawk would be willing to share.
Well, if he
And
does, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go full ham on him, if you would say.
yeah. And I don't even know, who knows, maybe even Google it might get in the same camp as Owen of constantly sharing screen caps of private Twitter DMs.
If she does with me, I'm just gonna say fuck you, and I'm just gonna block I'm just gonna block her and have her gone from the chat. I'm like, kick me out of the chat. I don't fucking care.
Hmm.
I'm tired of her shit as well. Zach's done with it, and I'm done with it.
Yeah. Poor bastards are drifting away. I kind of had high hopes of the poor bastards, that it was going to be this community of misfits that would get together and talk about their own differences in politics, like, liberals like Ham talking to libertarians like S-Man and myself, and so on and so forth. Talking to socialists like Lapis as well, but no, it's just falling apart because of all this drama that keeps on unraveling. Like first
And
there
due
was
to change that S-Man is trying to bring in.
what?
And due to change that S-Man's trying to bring in.
What do you mean? I mean, should
Like
I know?
No, like he brought in like the. At least when it came to Hawk and Google it, that's when it really started to hit the fan.
I mean, Hawk, he's not even. He's a royal prick with the way that he delivers his politics, but he isn't. He's at least not really lashing out at anybody personally just for dumb shit. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I mean, considering the fact that he shared screen caps of Vanguard making a stupid misspell, who knows of what that guy would be might end up doing as well.
Yeah.
On top of that, you know what? I'm gonna have to check my Gmail. I do not. Maybe Baring sent me an email saying, "Hey, sorry, Zach, I'm not available right now." This is getting frustrating. I mean, originally this was supposed to be like a fun hangout stream where we were going to get to know Baring and whatnot, but now it just seems, it almost looks like it's going to be a drama talk stream. And I don't know of what all of our own opinions that we might have exposed too much of.
I don't really fucking care anymore. If people are gonna hate me, go right ahead. I don't give a shit anymore.
The only the person that I really care about whether or not they hate me is S-Man, because I had a long developing friendship with him, but
Yeah.
it's just making me mad, his passiveness towards Google it and just letting this chat fall apart the way that it is. And
I think it just got too. What's the word? I think he got too like.
And now that I think about it, we should have put Voltaire to a vote as well.
Yeah. Now that the anger's gone down, I'm just like, yeah, we should have put him to a vote.
He might have had some rather prickish and hateful beliefs. And really, on yesterday's Humanity at its Dumbest podcast, he seemed to have been not really changed regarding his views on sexist voting.
Yeah.
So because of that, because of that one issue, I think that you guys will probably, in the end, if you were to like be on the same stream with him, not really like him anymore. It's still not like him, I mean, at least.
I don't hate him, but I don't like him. I'm neutral.
No. I mean, I'm not trying to say that you hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I might end up ending this stream because apparently, oh, okay, now the incredible Aspie is back. Thanks for coming back, Aspie. I mean, this stream was getting kind of bleak.
Well,
Yeah.
it said it showed that Bearing was here for a few seconds.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. I I looked at the wrong place. Well, I gotta get home. Well, I just picked up a pizza. I was just coming in to see if Bearing was here or not yet. So I'll be back in here in a few minutes because I gotta drive home real fast. I got my pizza right here.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Be quick. Anyway. So, in other news, what have you been busy with recently, JJ? Like trying to make that video talking about girls getting into being allowed in the Boy Scouts, or being forced into the Boy Scouts, rather?
Not really. I've just really been trying to get through the rest of what is left of high school.
Well, by all means, finish up with that stuff. Your own personal life shit, especially regarding education. That's what's most important.
I think I may just wait until I can go back to my original channel before I start that video.
I guess so. I mean, otherwise, if you really want somebody to help boost up your channel, you know who to contact. That's me.
Sure, I might. It's just I might start it sometime next week or the week after next.
All this talking about the condition of the poor bastards chat, I kind of really wish that S-Man would have been joined on to talk about it.
Yeah.
But he's really oddly inactive today.
I saw him like about 7 hours ago, but that was 7 hours ago.
Saw him say something very quickly in the poor bastards chat.
No, actually on Twitter.
Oh, I see.
He was talking to Owen.
Okay. It really does kind of look like you're wearing lipstick.
Yeah.
And somebody had mentioned once that it looks like a Star Trek uniform. Now look at it from a distance, it really does look like a Star Trek uniform.
My pullover looks like a Star Trek uniform.
Are you a fan of Star Trek at all?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
No.
I'm a little bit of a fan of Star Trek. I mean, I particularly liked Star Trek Deep Space Nine, because I guess the main reason why I liked it is because it kind of deviated away from the typical Star Trek formula. Because the typical Star Trek formula, that was always about explorers exploring the galaxy, and so on and so forth. Exploring and finding new things, and so on and so forth, out in the deep depths of space. Deep Space Nine, there's not a whole lot of exploring. I mean, it's more like a kind of a political military flick that is based in the Star Trek universe.
Yeah.
And that's probably the main reason why I like it more. And probably the main reason why my old boss doesn't like it that much. At my last job, where I was doing dishes at a restaurant, and the restaurant shall remain forever nameless for courtesy, you know.
Yeah.
But I actually literally heard my boss say, Star Trek Deep Space Nine sucks. And this was at a point that I was not too fond of him, honestly. I mean, yeah. Um, there was a point of drama in that restaurant. But anyway, I wanted to say something to that, but at that time and moment, things are kind of sour between me and him, and so I just kept my mouth shut.
Which is probably the smart idea.
Well, it's more like I was angry at him more than he was angry at me. I mean, the guy was kind of, never mind. I'm not going to omit the details. But yeah, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I also like the characters and character development in it. Like, there's this one character who is like the chief engineer of the space station, whose name is Miles O'Brien, and he's like the only well-known enlisted soldier in the entire lineup of characters of the Star Trek universe. Like, the way that I understand the military is that there are like two different rank structurings. Like there's officers, and then there's enlisted soldiers. Like, for example, within our military, there's like privates and sergeants. Those would fall under enlisted, and then you have lieutenants, captains, and colonels and whatnot that would fall under officers, and the generals fall under officers as well. And within the Navy, what I've read up about it, petty officers are like the equivalent to Army sergeants, and the Star Trek rankings, they're based off of like the Navy. And so the official rank, I think, for Miles O'Brien was like a chief petty officer, sort of like that. And so he was always referred to as Chief, not Master Chief, by the way.
Yeah.
I think
I just saw like S-Man like and retweet some of the tweets that I had with Frank.
Okay. I mean, maybe he'll join the stream. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
If he does join, is there something that do you think that we should talk to him about it?
I don't know. Really, it's up to you. It's your stream.
Damn it. Wish that Baron would join.
Yeah.
I think that at 8 p.m., if Aspie doesn't get back, or if S-Man or Baring don't join at all, or anyone else for that matter, then I'll just end this stream, and I'll be remembered as the most boring cancer podcast / dark cancer that I have ever hosted. Damn, that's depressing. I was having such a great weekend as of so far, and then I started hosting this, and we got talking about the current condition of the poor bastards. Sad.
What's the word whenever you try to, make things better, but yet it ended up screwing you over?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the metaphor would be for that.
Because that's what S-Man was. He wanted to make things greater and more, have different opinions, but yet it ended up kind of tearing itself down,
Well, it's like I said. I mean, it's not the issue of him trying to have differing opinions. I mean, Lapis is fine, and Hawk was, despite how much of a prick he was fine before he shared the screen caps of Vanguard. It's just the decision, okay, of leaving in Google It. Okay, I want to get off of Google It. Who's Google It? I don't know. Never heard of her.
Yeah.
Although, in all seriousness, will probably come up in conversation if S-Man was to join.
Yeah. Do you want me to send him the link or no?
I sent it on Strike Force co-hosts, which she is on there, and I sent it on Modwayne's house, and it's on there as well. If he wants to join, then he'll join. If not, then
That's his
well.
choice.
I might just end up renaming this stream as the bleakest, most boring, depressing stream ever.
Yeah.
It's not going to be catching up with Bearing. It's going to be the darkest stream ever. Darkest, bleakest stream ever.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, as I was saying with Miles O'Brien of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, he there are like lists talking about of how he is like one of the best characters of Star Trek because he kind of signifies the average Joe persona. Like he's a family man. He's one of the guys that works on the field with his hands. He was like a former soldier, and if you're in a military in general, you are still a soldier technically, but he was a former infantryman. I guess is what the story is with him in Star Trek. He was an infantryman that fought in the Cardassian War, and then he became he transferred to become an engineer. And ultimately, oh, hey, Aspie, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm back. Okay.
Now let's get off the depressing shit and start talking about something less Trekky.
Less Trekky? All right, fine. But I just got to ask this to Aspie. Do you like Star Trek?
Haven't seen enough of it to really have much of an opinion, but it's okay. I mean, it's. I think Star Wars is better.
Thank you.
So do I. I think it's a better too. It's just I was talking about Deep Space Nine with J.J. Skinner. I don't know if you ever watched an episode of Deep Space Nine. But
Well,
the main
difference between
what?
The difference between Star Trek and Star Wars is that Star Wars was more for like kids and teenagers, and Star Trek was more for adults.
I guess one could go so far to say that. Yeah. Star Trek tries to get into that science fiction realm.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. S-Man just responded to my DMs. I'm feeling okay. I'm not going to read this out loud, but you two talk amongst yourself.
Dude, you're smacking, bro.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, I mean.
Hey, yes, man. What's going on?
Hey.
Oh. S-Man?
Hey.
You alright?
You sound down.
No, I just got back from Central Utah. I really needed to get the fuck out of here. And it felt pretty damn good to know there was no internet connection, so it just made me just unwind and oh man, I really needed that. I just needed to get the hell out of there. I think I took a few pictures of the area. It's like I already sent you a DM kind of talking about it, DarkCon, so you can just read that later, but thank fuck I just got out of there. It felt so damn good. Especially I got to go to this outdoor shooting range that they have there. It was great. I truly liked it.
Get to practice your Second Amendment rights, huh?
Damn right, motherfucker. Especially felt good to know that I shot a 357 Magnum at a silhouette target. All 6 shots were in the head area. Felt pretty damn good to know.
Yeah. Protect yourself.
Yeah.
I shot a 357 Magnum before. It's a pretty sweet gun. I mean, it's not the most convenient for concealed carry, and probably not the most convenient for accuracy as well. But it's fun to shoot for its power and whatnot.
Speaking of things that are concealed, if you shoot somebody, that bolt's gonna be concealed in their fucking head. Just saying.
Unless it goes out the other side.
Yeah, but if it's not a through and through, then it's really concealed in there. Just saying. But yeah, everyone and everything in the chat was pissing me the fuck off. So that's, and among other things, I just need to get the hell out of here. So as soon as my dad in the
that chat was going crazy.
Especially everybody in that chat, just everybody was just fucking irritating me to no end. So when my dad's like, I'm heading to you know, where my great grandmother lived, where there's a bunkhouse they're refurbishing. I'm like, hey, can I go with you? And I didn't realize we'd be spending the night there, and it was fucking awesome. It was great.
I bet.
So would you be the same as me and JJ in saying that Poor Bastards is falling apart?
I wouldn't say it's falling apart. I just say everyone in there occasionally just makes me want to say something really fucked up to everyone in there just to fucking vent. But I don't think it's falling apart. I just think everyone in there is just being a little autistic, a little too autistic for my liking. Anyway, sorry, Aspie.
It's some no. I completely agree. In fact, it's more autistic than me.
I'm not gonna lie. It felt so fucking good to shoot that gun. For every bullet I fired, which I think I shot about 30 rounds. For every round I fired.
You imagined it was secular Hawk's head.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't put a 357.
That's getting too fucked up right there.
It's called
really.
Secular Hawk can suck my fucking dick.
He's a
feelings are hurt,
prick, especially when he shared screen caps apparently of freaking Vanguard merely doing a misspell.
For fuck that. Okay. Oh my! I was pretty fucking pissed at Lapis for fucking kicking the guy. I'm like, oh my god, big deal. When JJ showed that screen cap of me out of fucking context, you didn't see me ban the motherfucker. You didn't see me freak the fuck out and say he's bullying me. No, I just said, you know, JJ, funny screen cap. It's out of context, but it's still funny. You didn't see me ban the motherfucker.
Private chat.
But it wasn't anything like sensitive material. It wasn't like Vanguard's fucking email address or his address or his goddamn social security number was there. That really fucking irritated me, and I thought it was fucking stupid to ban him over like basically nothing. He poked fun at Vanguard misspelling something. Big deal. Vanguard didn't.
I still think he was a bit of a prick, but
they just call him for what he is, you know.
But banning him was too far.
I think we should have a new rule. If we vote, we should vote to confirm or ban somebody. And here's how it works. You have the yes and the no to confirm them. To bring them into the chat. To kick them out, there'll be 3 options. Yes, no, where the no vote will be indefinite, or no, yes, they'll be kicked out for a week. Yes, indefinitely, and no altogether. If none of the votes get 50%, then 5 people, actually 3. I think 3 would be easier. 3 people will decide who's the result of it. So it's like a contingent panel decision. Because I think then it makes the banning process a lot more fair, rather than one motherfucker just kick the person. To me, that just really pissed me off. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like you didn't ban him because he was threatening people. You didn't ban him because he was spamming shit, you know, illegal shit into the chat. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That just really got under my skin.
That probably ticked you.
I kind of still think that it probably should have been put to a vote as to whether or not to do so, because it kind of puts on the slippery slope of as far as sharing private DMs, because I mean, I know what Loudmouth got into with the Jocelyn about it being a general rule, but that's the thing. It's like a general rule. Like the flexibilities of that rule is definitely if somebody was to like conspire to commit a crime or to dox and so on and so forth.
Or else
but that wasn't what Vanguard was doing.
Yeah, I would say that I mean, I'm surprised one of them didn't get mad at Lapis and go, "If you kick him out, I swear I will misgender you. I swear I will."
I did find it. I did find it fucking. That's
Come
a point
on.
of disagreement. I know you're joking, but that's just a general point of disagreement I'm gonna have with you guys there. But anyhow, I just really enjoyed my time away. It really made it really got me to clear my head and shit. So felt much better to just leave for a bit. But yeah,
I'm thinking of leaving the Poor Bastards chat after I share my Jossogate review video onto there for all you to see.
oh, I wouldn't leave the chat. I've considered muting the chat all the fucking
I'm
getter.
leaving it.
Especially considering the whole. Do you mind if I say it?
Sure, why not?
What, JJ?
Why you're actually going to leave?
Yeah, I mean, in large part, it's because Google it is just flat out making me miserable. Nobody. What?
Dude, like I said to JJ, like I understand she annoys the shit out of you, and I'm just gonna tell you, even though personally I don't give a flying rat's ass about Google it, just fucking ignore her. Like I honestly, and she's hardly said anything in the chat too, so I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't leave just because one annoying fucker's in the chat.
She's Native American. Tell her to put the whiskey bottle down.
It's not just one annoying fucker. It's also all the constant drama in the Poor Bastards. Like, it's been 2 months of nothing but back to back to back drama. First you had Jocelyn, then you had Frederick and everybody erupting over his stupid shit, and then you had Humane Mind, who wasn't even being. He was being an asshole, but he wasn't even being that controversial, especially if you was to compare him to Voltaire, in my opinion. And then there's all the lashing out that Google it is constantly doing at everybody, including innocent party like Jeeps Creeps, for example, tried to settle her down, but lashed out at him for no reason except for saying "calm down." There's also Freaky Faith Reed's always talking about her own personal drama, and I honestly don't want to know about it. I mean,
that's what I mean by, like, honestly, I don't even read half the shit that goes on in the chat. I just hit mark all as read, so I don't care. If you want to leave, that's fine. I'm not gonna force you to stay or anything, but mostly, like, everyone was, drama aside, it wasn't really the fact people were being dramatic and shit. It's just the shit everyone was saying in the chat was just making me fucking livid every time. Not really, honestly. It was more having to do with Hawk among other people, where I felt so tempted to just fucking write a paragraph like the most offensive shit you can imagine, just telling everyone to shut the fuck up. Like,
I need some fried chicken and watermelon.
Yeah.
In my case, it could be a cold meat mayonnaise sandwich.
In my case, it's a fucking burrito, and I actually had one for breakfast. It was the shit.
What'd you have in it?
Hope it didn't taste like shit.
Now, I would literally put the 357 in my temple before I'd ever do something that fucking retarded. Just saying. It felt so nice to just shoot that gun, and I thought the kick was gonna be like really strong. It wasn't really. You know, it'd be really funny. What if we brought Owen to the United States to just shoot a gun, and the kick just knocks his ass out?
Just give him like a 12 gauge. Be like, okay, shoot this. Like, okay, boom.
Then you just play the song "Move, Bitch" as he's going down. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way!
That's a great
bitch.
Great meme. Move, bitch! Get out the way!
Actually, as it turns out, he would no longer have the buck teeth he has. They'd actually be straightened out a little bit.
He has buck teeth?
Oh yeah, he.
You never noticed that. He's got buck teeth and an overbite.
Yep, he's a buck-toothed little bitch.
And I wonder why when he streams he never shows his actual face.
The reason he doesn't show his face. The reason he doesn't show his face is because he doesn't want the women in his streams he doesn't want their rooms to fill with sand. That fucker, he just irritates me sometimes. And when I saw him exploiting the school shooting in Texas, I just fucking lost it on him. And people like him who do that just deserve all the backlash they get. I was just so tired of that. I was so tired of that lazy-eyed son of a bitch exploiting school shootings, toxic masculinity, capitalism. I'm like, fucking hell. Like,
guys, I have a really tough pick between 4 players on Madden Mobile. I can't pick one. I'm thinking about either going with Sam Bradford or Teddy Bridgewater, but they're so good.
Hey, S-Man. I played what's that game called? Fortnite for the first time today on my phone.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh, I was terrible. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, okay, how do I use this glider thing? Okay, what do I do? Oh yeah, you find a treasure chest, you get the gun, you get everything else. Also, you break stuff with a pickaxe, and then you learn how to build. I was able to do most of the stuff. It's just I kind of lost it when people came around me. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? And then all of a sudden, like 2 seconds later, second I heard shots, I'm dead.
Yeah. Fortnite overrated. Spore overrated. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it, Zach. I don't give a flying rat's ass if you get offended by that. You can fucking fight me in a gun battle to the death.
I don't think it's like overrated. I think it's rated at just as much as it needs to be, because it's not like it is held up on a high pedestal like Overwatch is, for example. Like, the thing with Spore is that it's neat within the first 2 stages of how it's kind of its own unique its own unique concept. That's what I wanted to say. Concept of how that you get to evolve your own creature and survive the wilderness and so on and so forth. But once it gets to stage 3 and 4 and even 5, it feels like it tries to rip off other types of games, but it doesn't. It does not succeed as much as those games in the area that it's trying to like imitate.
Yeah.
Like, for example, stage 3, the tribal stage, it kind of feels like Age of Empires. Don't know if you guys ever heard or even played that game. Feels like it's trying to rip off Age of Empires, but doesn't do it as well because there's only one resource that you collect, and you cannot really build any buildings anywhere that you want to, only in select areas. And stage 4, you can only build buildings in very few certain areas. And it kind of feels like a ripoff of a combination between Sid Meier's Civilization games and Command & Conquer Red Alert. Feels like a combination of those two and just ripped it off. And then
what is Skyrim, by the way?
What?
You don't know what Skyrim is?
Holy fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Get off my stream.
I've never played
off my stream right now.
I've never played it, but honestly, it doesn't sound too bad. And honestly, I've hardly played any video games or watched any TV in the last few years. So honestly, I'm good. Just saying. And honestly, people are like, how do you survive 3 years without watching TV? Pretty fucking simple. I just didn't turn it on. Actually, I think I sold my TV and I got like $200 out of it. So I was a lucky bastard to do so.
So it sounds like that you watch most of your entertainment off of YouTube and so forth.
Yeah, or I just read a book, which a lot of people...
Wait, what? You read a book?
Yes, I actually know how to read, JJ. You should try it sometime.
I know how to read. I have plenty of books. It's just I don't.
Yeah, porn magazines don't count, JJ.
They're not porn magazines.
Tranny porn magazines.
Oh, fuck you.
Get wrecked, motherfucker.
I have 3 books. Guys.
JJ. Your pictures of Blair White and oatmeal do not count as books. Just call a spade a spade.
They're not. In fact, I will turn on this mother.
Could you complete that sentence, JJ? Okay, I won't mute you again. Just get to the point, JJ. JJ, don't point your sausage fingers at me, motherfucker.
In fact, I actually got this book literally today.
Oh, it looks like a Bible.
Oh, it's not. It's religious, but it's not a Bible.
Mm-hmm. I believe you. I believe you owe so much, JJ. Anyhow,
it's called Jesus Calling.
Aspie,
Yeah.
I did not know a pumpkin was in the stream, and I didn't know pumpkins could talk. Holy shit.
He's talking about you, bitch. JJ.
Get
Wait,
wrecked,
what?
motherfucker.
He's talking about you, JJ.
Hey, at least JJ can laugh with us, even though we're laughing at him.
How am I a?
Your orange shirt, motherfucker.
I realize I'm just like, how am I? Oh.
Poor JJ.
Yeah, you're not that skinny yet, JJ.
Well, I was talking about his shirt. I wasn't talking about his weight. JJ looks pretty healthy. I mean, obviously the bar is not that high anyhow. I mean, like especially when that fucker was calling me fat, not you, JJ, but that fucker was calling me fat, and I'm like,
What
bruh.
fucker? Who?
Yasso tits. He was all calling me fat, and he was
Who's
having.
that?
Oh yeah, he's this weird specimen that the government they dropped a lot of drone strikes and nukes on. Somehow it survives. It's strange. If you saw it, Zach, you'd pour bleach.
It's like
in
a
your eyes.
cockroach.
This
Yeah, you
guy is just some random troll.
He's some random nigga who tries to call me fat, and I fucking.
Some random nigga.
What if some random geek actually grew a pair and he was a gangster? That would be a funny ass name.
My name's some random nigga, and I will rape your motherfucking ass.
I
JJ,
would get
that's
so triggered at hearing you trying to say that.
Yeah, I remember a year ago you guys invited me to the Poor Bastards chat. What an adventure it's been so far.
Actually, it's been less than a year.
Yeah, it's been less than a year, and it's still quite an adventure. We had in some far leftists. Ham fucking drone striked him worse than Obama. Even Obama wasn't that harsh, and all the retards have been purging themselves from the chat. It's been a beautiful sight to see natural selection take
I'm
over
actually
like
liking.
that.
I'm actually liking the new chat, Mod Wayne's house.
Humane's not a retard.
Some of the
Nope.
shit he says is borderline autistic. Like he makes odd. He
Yeah,
makes
some of the
like-
stuff he says is retarded, but I cannot, in all honesty, call him just a flat-out retard.
the fucking comments about mental health. I mean, I could get where he's coming from in a few areas, but his fucking comment about sexual orientation, you're not straight or gay or bi or whatever until you fucking lose your virginity. That was just like I could feel extra chromosomes.
That was
all the extra chromosomes in the world were going his direction.
I mean, all
I
empirical
swear.
evidence is against him.
Like, hey, I don't know if Aspie's a virgin or not, but if let's say he wasn't for a second, Aspie found out that he liked the pussy the moment he stuck his dick in one. He didn't realize that until after.
Mm.
Like, does anyone not see how fucking dumb that sounds? Like at all?
I know I don't like male genitalia because I can't even stand to look at my own.
You know, his
Aspie's
problem.
a transgender.
So, I do not know if you were there for the entirety of Cancer Podcast number 007. And by the way, I'll be renaming these Cancer Podcasts to the Dark Cancer, by the way. But I don't know if you was for... shut the fuck up. Anyway, so I do not know if you were there for, like, the part of the stream where I was telling him... Or he was saying to us of how he does not like the way that the dictionary is set up right now as to how the definition of heterosexual and homosexual are people who have a desire, not necessarily people who commit the act of homosexual sex or heterosexual sex, but somebody who has the desire for either the opposite sex, that being heterosexual, or the same sex, that being homosexual. It only requires a desire that makes you of that sexuality. And he was saying that he does not like that definition. I'm like, okay,
Tough tits.
okay. As soon as you can get the Humane Mind Dictionary published to the entire world, then I'll change my dictionary. But until then, I'm going to stick with the current definition.
I would
Thank you.
I would find a way to prevent that from happening. To be honest, I thought that was fucking stupid. I don't like, if JJ had the desire to get a dick in the ass, honestly, if JJ had that desire, to me, he's gay or bi or whatever. To me, it doesn't fucking matter whether or not you actually commit the act or not.
No,
You have
he's
the
gay.
desire.
There's no such thing as bisexual men. You either like dicks or you don't.
Well,
I'm going to assume you're joking, but
No.
anyway.
The
Apparently
empirical
they
data.
can't-
the empirical data actually backs me up. Women are a lot more flexible when it comes to their sexuality. So when they say
Flexible, eh?
yeah, flexible, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
You sound like a dirty old man, Aspie.
Bend over, bitch.
Okay, JJ sounds like a 70-year-old sex offender. He's getting fucking.
Oh no, I sound like I've been smoking for 40 years.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a lone wolf when it comes to people who honestly respect and like Humane Mind.
Yeah. I don't hate the guy. I just think sometimes he just says the most retarded shit ever, just like Cult of Ham does, and sometimes Secular Hawk too.
Oh, sometimes Secular Hawk?
Secular
That
Hawk
guy's
is a
screwed.
ball of autism.
He's an establishmentarian is what he is, honestly. I mean, it doesn't even matter what party it is. Just he's supporting establishment. Holy shit. Who's dropping plastic toy
Aspie.
cars
God,
on the table?
jeez, brother.
As you were saying, Zach, when JJ and Aspie interrupted you ever so rudely.
Okay, Cult of Ham is in the chat. He says, niggers, Humane is my bitch, and Hawk is cum dumpster.
I'm gonna go,
good.
guys. You guys have fun, and as always, poor bastards. I love that chat. Every time I'm in there, I get a good laugh. But all you fuckers were pissing me off. So yeah.
JJ loves trannies.
No, I don't.
We all know you do.
Wrong, brother.
You do not know the we.
Please stop with the dead meme.
Okay. No more
But I
dead.
was saying with Hawk, I mean, it doesn't even matter what party it is. He's just a general establishmentarian, establishment politician supporter, be it John McCain or Hillary Clinton and so on and so forth.
Hillary Dicklin.
I don't even understand his dislikeness of Bernie Sanders, honestly. I mean, I can understand support for Bernie Sanders more than I can understand support for Hillary Clinton.
Well,
True.
she's a woman.
Okay,
She's a woman.
Cold of Ham, shut the fuck up in the chat. Do you want an invite?
Do you want a dick in the ass for?
What?
Oh, I fucked with him. In the chat, he said, I literally said, aren't you supposed to be getting pegged by your boyfriend right now?
Does he even have a boyfriend?
Well, he said that he has a roommate, although
Yeah,
I
he
don't
has a
know
boyfriend.
if them two are pegging each other.
Yeah, he has a boyfriend.
Who knows? That might be. I don't know.
He'll type it in.
Wait, what the fuck? I thought I heard someone inhale a dick.
I wonder why S-Man left this early anyways.
Yeah.
Probably tired.
Probably so. And I'm getting kind of bored with this stream. Okay. He says, sure, send invite. My only roommate is my hand. Okay, so I guess I'll take that as a no then.
His hand and the computer.
A hole in his hand.
Anyway, so I'm gonna send him the link, and then right afterwards, I'm gonna use the restroom.
And it's going to turn into pure autism with him in here. I'm joking.
He's a chill dude as long as we don't, talk about something he agrees with.
He isn't too autistic, at least.
He's not as autistic as Hawk.
Oh no, not near as much.
Oh hell no! It's like putting a regular just like shell, like a bombing shell, compared to a nuke.
Okay, so send the invite. He's
Hey,
on his
Loudmouth.
way.
Hello, how's it going? Not
Oh,
much.
and
Just eating pizza.
we're gonna soon have 2 internet loudmouths on here in the chat. Both the one and only Loudmouth and the edgelord Cult of Ham Loudmouth. But anyway, play the Jaws theme because he's coming. I'm going to use the restroom.
No. Yeah, well,
Hey, Loudmouth, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a movie called Watership Down?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I have heard of it.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
What? You think it should be a children's movie, or do you think it's more...
Absolutely not.
Hell
It's not a
no.
children's movie.
It's ironic it has a universal rating in
Yeah, that's
London.
complete bullshit. That movie is not for kids. That's an adult animated movie.
Yeah, I mean, they don't use bad words. I mean, the bird at one point says piss off, but other than that, it's kind of, and the blood, it's kind of clean.
Kind of clean. It has rabbits ripping each other apart, and then there's a dog ripping apart a bunch of rabbits on screen. This is nightmare fuel.
This would give children nightmares, dude.
I know, but also another part
Lord
of the
Thrift really fucked up everybody.
yeah, another part of the movie that really kind of got me was the part where they're all where they're underground, the old colony. After they leave, what happens is the humans throw a bunch of dirt into their holes, and they're all trapped underground. And he's describing as they were suffocating to death. A lot of them suffocated to death, and he showed all the end. That scared the heck out of me, actually.
Yeah, the whole movie's filled with nightmare fuel like that. How that movie ever got marketed as to kids is beyond me. But actually, you ignore that and judge it as an adult animated movie. It is actually a pretty good one.
Yeah. Hey,
What's up, niggers?
What's up, Colton? Hey, have you ever heard of a movie called Watership Down?
Fuck no. That sounds gay. I don't watch faggy ass movies.
Bullshit.
Last time I cried is when someone shoved a pail full of salt in my face. and even then, it was only a trickle.
Oh my good god.
What?
I just saw whenever you know how in the countries they have people that make hay bales and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out a coyote got put into the hay bale and killed it.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, it's flattened and you can see the blood from its mouth.
Holy crap. Man,
that's
rough.
Did you see my response to you on Twitter? On Twitter? about Jeff Bezos?
Who the fuck is Jeff Bezos?
He's the CEO of Amazon.com.
And currently the richest man on the planet.
Yeah. Hey guys, but before my accounting class, I had no idea what a corporation was. Turns out a corporation is a company that runs separate from its owner, and it's actually run by the stockholders of the company. Well, kind of. They are. Well,
that's a publicly traded corporation. That's not necessarily any corporation.
Yeah, that's not any corporation. That's the smaller ones are usually very private. You have like a small list of private stockholders who do everything.
Most big ones publicly trade, though. Yeah.
And I had no idea why everybody hated him. My guy told me that the reason why McDonald's treats its employees really badly is because American public policy says that corporations have to up their profit as much as possible for that to make make dividends for their own for their stockholders.
Hey, Ham.
Yeah?
How's it like to officially be on the right now?
Oh, fuck off. Wait, what? How?
Because of Google its video.
Yeah, did she call me a right winger?
No, I mean, JJ, you remember what she said exactly in that video, right? You said something in the chat along the lines of, I don't think that just because that you claim to be a capitalist, you're automatically a right wing or something along them lines. And then Cult of Ham was all like, wait a minute, who the fuck was that? And you said in response, that was Google who said it in her video, more or less.
Yeah.
And so I was just busting your balls about Google it, stupid shit.
Being a capitalist is not in contradiction with being a leftist.
Awesome. I just got an email from. I just got a message from YouTube that my channel's grown big enough that I can now email YouTube.
Ooh, tell them to go fuck off.
You need
You can get
15,000. Hold on. You need 15,000 hours of watch time in the past 90 days to be able to do that.
You're doing well for yourself.
Yeah, not really.
Well, you get to pretend that you're getting YouTube to hear you, even though they send your emails directly into the trash can.
Yeah, I can message them, but do they really give a shit what I think? No.
Oh,
Probably not.
no. I mean, they wouldn't be doing half the shit they're doing right now if they gave a fuck what regular folk cared about.
Yeah, I
Susan,
mean, there are content creators a lot bigger than me who've appealed to YouTube and gotten nowhere, so, yeah.
Yeah, if fucking PewDiePie can't get YouTube to get their act together, what fucking chance do you have?
Yeah, exactly.
That is the face of YouTube. Forget Susan.
20,000 times more subs than me, and even he can't get him to do anything.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, YouTube has one master, and that's the fucking advertisers.
Right. There was one.
Bend over
I remember when I hate. Hold on. I remember when I Hate Everything got his channel deleted, and he showed the whole behind the scenes of that. That dealing with YouTube, right, as a job was like going into work one day and find that the hospital you work at is missing, and all that's left is a large sign that says "fuck you."
Yeah.
That's what it's like to have your YouTube channel deleted. You going into work, and the building you work at isn't there. Just a big crater and a sign that says "fuck you."
Yeah, the kind of shit that YouTube and all these social media platforms, and even like innocuous corporations like Stripe who handle credit card payments.
Ham, your audio really sucks. Like, it's hard to understand the word you're saying.
Oh,
It's
really?
all kind of buzzy. It sounds like a Lonely Wolf's.
Is this better?
Yeah.
No.
Lonely Wolf. Now that's a character.
was-
I love Lonely Wolf. He's in the.
Yeah, Lonely Wolf is cool.
Yeah, he is. He's a great meme maker. Let me tell you. I remember when I put that picture of me up that said, "Please meme me," and he had a picture of him.
Yeah, I was expecting him to meme you into a boxing match with Naked Ape or something like that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, he didn't. He did meme me with Naked Ape. It was a picture of me, and it said, "Hey there, beautiful," and on the other side it said, "Hey," with Naked Ape it said, "Hey, bud," and then underneath there was a picture of Kevin Hart going cringe face, and he goes, 100 friend zoned 99.
Yes. Actually, I imagine it'd be a better meme would be from the movie What About Bob, whereas you would be Bob and Naked Ape would be Professor Leo Marvin.
Funny.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say about the corporation, I'm for
You're
Damn, your
getting
audio.
massive background noise, Ham.
You fix your audio.
God damn it! I guess
you,
I have
like,
to get
Outside.
I'm walking around.
Oh.
Let me get inside his neighborhood.
Wait, a fat fuck like you is walking around? Holy shit.
I'm also playing Pokemon Go.
Wait, what? You play... Oh, man, that is surprising. You, of all people, to play Pokemon Go. I can say that I am legitimately shocked.
Have you caught anything yet?
I got me a Charmander.
A Charmander.
Why? Why is that surprising?
I don't know.
You just don't seem like a Pokemon Go person.
Yeah, I mean, you shared your picture on the poor bastard set. You did not in the least bit look like the type of Pokemon Go type
Wait,
of person.
he showed his picture? Crap, I didn't get to see it.
What, you want to jack off to that shit, Aspie?
No. I just want to see what he looks like.
I'd be genuinely terrified if I saw that face staring back at me if I was jerking off. I'd be fucking horrified.
You really don't like your own face?
I think I'm hideous.
Get plastic surgery.
Hey, how long ago did he post his picture?
About a week ago, so
Crap.
you can fucking forget it.
Yeah. Well, it's fine, dude. I'm not much of a looker either, man. Well,
Yeah, you look like an egg. I mean, at least I look like some thug in the back alley who would probably stab you in the face with a machete. You look like an egg.
You look like the homeless version of Sargon of Akkad. The southern homeless version of Sargon of Akkad.
When I was a kid, though, man, okay, my mom threw me outside on the street, and got cited for littering.
Good one.
You look pretty good for an autist.
Yes.
Do you don't have any autism, do you, Ham?
Oh no, I'm only autism level 0.01. I'm nowhere near the autism level.
He's not autistic. He's just a faggot.
I mean, goddamn, I can't even come close to claiming autistic compared to Humane or Voltaire. Those guys got some major autism.
Yeah.
Voltaire, he kind of suffers some serious cognitive dissonance that would make me wonder about him. But I cannot, in all honesty, call Humane retarded. I mean, I just can't.
He's a smart guy. Humane's I think he's a
smart guy. He just has too much. He has a temper. Is his problem.
And he has a bit of an ego.
He does quite occasionally say stupid shit. I will grant that to Humane or Ham. I called you Humane, Ham.
Those are his two qualities. But he is not a stupid man. He's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Humane. He finds a lot of really intelligent ways to be stupid.
That's the cult of Ham condescension for y'all.
That's a really interesting.
There is a saying about smart people is oftentimes they're very good at justifying things that they came to believe through non-smart reasons.
Like I listen. I'm a libertarian, but but he's an ANCAP. That's a completely I don't think that's a realistic worldview. Just the same as I don't think communism or socialism is a realistic worldview.
I definitely don't think
any worldview that involves getting rid of government is automatically stupid. It's unattainable.
I agree with that. I believe in a form of government which gives them which is not centralized as that like a monarchy or a dictatorship is. That's why we have a democratic republic. It's not a pure democracy, which is very unstable, and it's not a pure republic, which is in a way tyrannical. It's a healthy mixture between the two.
Don't put the word democratic as an adjective in front of republic. You will trigger Humane mind.
Republics are democracies.
No, I get you. I mean, the republics are like an advanced offshoot of democracy. I mean,
all republics are democracies with a buffer in between policy making.
Right. I mean, the Voltaire and Humane, they were both like trying to educate or indoctrinate, whatever word you want to use, us about the terminology between democracy and republic. And I was all like, I disagree, but I'll just give you guys a benefit of the doubt because I don't find it worth arguing.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I saw.
You know what fucking one thing that kind of pissed me off about. This is just one of the many things that pissed me off about Humane. Is on one of our later, I think this is the last live stream I did with him. Is me and Lapras, but one of the things he brought up was, certain nuances with the definition of species. Sure, Yeah, you can have interspecies, two different species that can mate and have children, but those are special cases. Someone educated on the subject can either give a more clear definition of species or explain why that can happen. But he's trying to equivocate that to like saying, oh, well, because this exists, it's okay if creationists don't have a fucking definition for kind. You go to one creationist or another creationist, and you ask them, hey, define kind. They'll give you completely different answers. I mean, Aaron Rod did a live stream with Kent Hovind, and Kent didn't realize it, but when he was describing or attempting to define kind, he was actually saying clades, and Aaron was trying to tell him that. Kent is so fucking stupid, and he kept replying back with the same vague statement of, they bring forth. They bring forth.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, ever since that I streamed with a guy called Metal Minister, and he made a little comment about Kent Hovind, where Kent Hovind, I guess, was saying something along the lines of, as far as biblical scripture goes, that the only true version of the Bible is the King James Version. And I said to Metal Minister, yeah, that doesn't exactly sound like scriptural objectivism to me. If you're going to be that thick about what
I can refute that in a sentence. We have no original text. There is no one true translation of the Bible.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps not. Maybe not a word for word, but there has been examples of the Dead Sea Scrolls which do have passages from the Old Testament and have been dated to be at least a couple thousands of years old. So we have a pretty good idea. I think the modern day like King James Bible and whatnot has a pretty good idea of what the Bible is trying to get at.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. I'm not knocking, the effort that they did and went to, back when they made the King James version of the Bible, because that's real difficult, shit they did. But they're human. They made mistakes. They have their own, ideologies and things they want to put forth. There's 8 different words in the Bible that they just translated off to meaning hell. There's words that are better translated to underground and whatnot. The Jews did not believe in a hell. They believed in this afterlife or underworld where all the dead souls will.
Well, that's
kind of like where the Greek Hades lives at, kind of.
Exactly. So some of the original texts, some of the oldest texts for some of the parts of the Bible are in Greek.
Well, the thing about when you're working with ancient languages I've learned something from studying linguistics is that in certain languages one word can mean multiple things. So what one person may interpret one for a meaning, one word for one meaning, but somebody else will take it for another meaning. When you dig into linguistics, for example, in the New Testament, in the Greek word, when people bring up how the New Testament supported slavery, if you look at the actual word for that the Greeks used was eba or something, which actually means bond servant, which was not a slave by the same terms as a black chattel slave that may have existed in the pre-Civil War area. So.
Well, it's it's a very little difference between indentured servant and slave. You're still someone else's property. So saying that there's a time limit doesn't mean shit.
I disagree with
also,
that. I disagree with that contention.
Also,
If there's a
guys,
time limit.
I just want to say, like, in case this ends up going into a spar, this stream does, I'm going to probably end the stream like at 9 or 9:15 or something like that. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free. I'm going to try not bring into a sparring match. That's from the research that I've gotten. I honestly don't spend a lot of time because I'm a dual major in music and accounting, so I don't really spend a lot of time researching theology. I mean, theology's the religious debate is a debate that's been happening for years, for hundreds of years. So me being very ignorant of a lot of the arguments and the evidence and whatnot is I could only argue I could only argue very basic principles. Other than that, it's not a debate that I really feel like I need to be in. Kind of like the veganism debate. I learned that the hard way.
Religion is not my strong point either. Honestly.
But hey, Colta Ham, what is your opinion of veganism?
He's muted. Apparently, he's walked away or something.
I'll ask him when he comes back. There
was a stream of where he said something along the lines of, "Are you kidding me? I will shoot a cattle in the head with a revolver and take a chainsaw and cut me up some ribs." Or something like that. So
dang,
that's his blunt summation of how he feels about veganism.
Yeah, and then ask yourself. The thing is that ask yourself would not spurg out at something like that. He'd just go, "Okay, what makes you think that's moral?" That's all he would say. Because ask yourself's actually a very level-headed person. He's had to deal with a lot of what he calls carnage. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of ask yourself just in general, and looks like that the Bearing is not going to be joining at all. I mean, I do not know why he's not responding to my emails. I mean, he might have fell asleep or something, but oh well.
It's morning over there, so kind of mid-afternoon, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, damn, you guys sleeping late if that's the case. But
yeah.
Anyway.
What time did he email you telling you that he wanted to?
It was sometime yesterday, actually. Yesterday he told me on YouTube comments his email address, and I just went from there. Yeah,
I see.
We had scheduled for him to arrive at 6:37 p.m. Central Standard Time, something along those lines. And now it's 8:46 here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, Bearing. I don't know why he didn't decide to come on. Maybe he forgot or something, or maybe something else come up. I don't know, but
Dadgummit.
Well, you almost had him on. Bearing is like that. He's weird. He never responds to really anything.
I mean, we can try again if he really wants to. Ultimately.
Yeah. Try another day.
Yeah. I mean, how do you guys think of my picture of Conundrum is going so far?
Pretty good.
Looks good. He actually looks somewhat similar to JJ.
No.
I would
Yeah,
Bearing saw that I was on it. Like, nope, I'm not dealing with this fucking faggot.
Literally. So anyway, Aspie, Ham.
Yeah. Hey, Ham. What do you think of veganism?
He left again. He's probably off doing chores around his establishment or something. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Oh well, Gemini's having a stream, so I'm going to go back to his Discord and say hi. It was nice talking with you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to probably wrap this up in 13 minutes or something like that then.
All right. See ya.
Man,
Bye.
oh god. It's it's probably a terrible color selection. Oh man, I think I need to get like custom shades of skin color because I have many different shades of different colors I'm dealing with. Because his beard
Get
is
different shades of potato.
What'd you say?
Get
Shades of a potato?
get all the different shades of potato.
There's your potato. Anyway.
Oh, good God.
Now he's Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, I think I know why Barry's not coming on. He's an Aussie, right? He's from Australia. Well, you know those convicts can't hook up internet for shit. They're probably still doing Morse code and talking via pigeons. Is
that a real thing? That Australia was originally meant as like an imprisonment for British convicts or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but somehow an island full of convicts has less gun deaths than America. Yeah.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah. Let's get into the cancerous gun debate. Ban all guns, right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're trolling us.
Hey, don't you guys know the Second Amendment was originally to hunt down them niggers so that, keep them on the,
You're a public asshole.
keep them
Wait,
on the
what?
cotton fields.
I heard a person right beside you.
You fucking asshole. Imagine he actually did end up saying that to a woman.
It sounds like he did. I mean, I did hear like a woman.
Bear was watching it and like, oppressing the blacks. I just got a boner. I mean, because all right-wingers are racist, okay?
What? Oh, okay.
All people on the right are racist because they hate, the blacks. They want to, bring back segregation. Segregation today, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever.
Yeah, JJ, you and I, we should, that reminds me, we should go for our lynching tomorrow again.
Sure, I'm down.
Hell yeah, I got a cross. Let's go find a black family and burn it.
Are you calling yourself a right-winger now? Oh man, he's silencing himself again.
Well, I am a capitalist, I like toppling over democracies overseas, installing my fascist dictatorships.
Right. I mean, by Google standard, you are a right-winger.
I mean, I think Australia is good for regime change. Am I right? Let's install whoever the fuck is the local terrorist leader down there. I don't know who it is, but we'll get the CIA involved to create one. I'm pretty sure the Aboriginals will want their country back. They can have the desert.
They can have the desert. What if they want the whole thing?
Well, what do the... What more do they want? I mean, they got the country back. They just got all the dusty parts.
They don't want the...
I mean, we can't seriously expect them to want to have the good white parts,
What about the good green parts? The parts that they can farm on.
Well, since they can farm on it, that's the white part.
That's the white part. Oh, only the white people get the farm. I see.
Yeah, let the Aboriginals do whatever the Aboriginals did before the white man came over.
Let them
Yeah, well-
hunt for scorpions.
And ants.
Hunt for scorpions, castrate, foreigners, and like boil them in soup.
Castrate foreigners and boil them in soup. Holy shit! Cannibalism for the win, y'all. Edit colors. Oh, jeez.
I haven't gone after the transgenders yet. Let's see. Man, I bet Berg has a massive fucking erection right now. Oh,
What?
Yeah, he's going. Cam's going after the fucking darkies. He's going after the fucking cross-dressers, man, pedophiles.
Oh, good God.
Oh shit! That. Okay. I don't know what's the perfect shade to get out of this. Oh man, that looks. I don't know about you guys, but that looks like
Baby Shit Green is in season, I think.
grooming season. What, for the Aboriginals?
No, Baby Shit Green.
Oh, baby shit green. Okay. JJ, you there?
Yeah, oh, good God. He looks like Shrek.
It's bearded Shrek for the win.
It's all over now.
You know who looks like bearded Shrek?
Who?
Ham.
Shrek with a beard. I take offense to that.
Hey, you already said yourself that you're an ugly motherfucker, so yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not that ugly. I mean, I'm ugly, but I don't look like I should be aborted.
I don't know. That's probably a matter of opinion. You should get yourself a DeLorean and go tell your mother to get that abortion.
Why bother? I just take that door and drive into a school bus full of children.
Wait, what?
Holy shit.
It's like,
Yeah, sure, kill all the kids in the bus. That's the fucking answer.
the kids in the bus go, ah, ah, ah.
The wheels on the bus go, oh my God, it's a car!
Okay, that looks more accurate to the colors right there, in my opinion. Doesn't it to you?
Yeah. He's a lighter version of me.
Yeah, you ready to make the redskin jokes now, Cult of Ham?
Oh, good
Now,
God.
that's just racist. Come on. I have a line. I have a line that I don't cross.
Oh, really? And it boils down to red people.
Yeah, them pole start niggers.
Holy shit.
So Susan was just watching the stream as she's got like a stroke.
Oh shit! That is
Pull stream. I don't want these white nationalists talking on my platform. By the way, where the fuck did Loudmouth go? Did he go while I was gone?
He left.
I don't know. I mean, he might have just gotten tired. I mean, he has those random moments of where he just naturally gets sleepy, or maybe he wasn't really interested in a religion discussion as we were on a little bit earlier, even though he himself is.
God damn it! I was trying to egg him on to a discussion to a thing he said on Twitter about Jeff Bezos. I was hot and ready to go after him on that.
Who the fuck is Jeff Bezos anyway?
The fucking CEO of Amazon.
Oh.
I mean, even I heard them say that, and I wasn't even like paying the closest attention.
I mean, he's the richest motherfucker on the planet.
Richer than Bill Gates.
Richer than Steve Jobs was.
Oh, that's
Just saying that he's richer than Bill Gates and Steve Jobs is like saying Texas is bigger than California in land size. Land area. Or that the blacks need to go get back on the cotton field.
Shit.
Take me some more cotton. And maybe after they're done, I'll throw a piece of watermelon in the cage.
Shit.
not the full watermelon, just a small piece of it.
Hey, watermelon's expensive. I don't want the monkeys eating it all.
Hey, that's unfair to monkeys.
Holy shit.
Oh shit! This is going to be Cult of Ham is Racist Part 2.
Hey, I'm not racist. I'm race realist. As in, I'm real fucking racist.
I am a racist with a little bit more sleaze to me.
Yeah, but bring on the white ethno state. and I want all the retard Mexicans all for me.
Mow your lawn.
Mow my lawn and suck my dick. and be like really autistic and stupid, just like JF's girlfriend. Oh god. Apparently, JF is friends with
I don't on Steam.
With
what?
Steve Crowder.
What? Oh, I think. What?
Apparently, JF is either friends or knows Steven Crowder.
Well, yeah, saying that he's on a stream with Steven Crowder or something.
Yeah, I guess he was on it.
That's odd. I would have to see that. I mean, because he also had that feminist on. I mean, he's had some opposition known to come onto his channel. So I do not know if it's.
Look like that doesn't. Oh, I guess he's not on with Steven Crowder. He's on with some jackass named Patrick Little.
Patrick Little.
I don't know who that is.
Small penis, considering his last name's Little.
You know what they say about men and the size of their hands.
Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up this stream. Anything that you two want to say in closing?
Fuck bitches get money.
Them niggers need to get back on the cotton fields. That's it.
Yeah, and my head just shouts white power right now.
White power.
White powder.
Powder.
Anyway, for anybody who had momentarily tuned into this stream hoping that Bering was going to come on, sorry for the disappointment right there, but yeah, what can you say?
Yeah, but Bering's a nigger.
He's Winnie the Pooh.
Hey, Bering, this is from me to you. You're a nigger.
Shit. Hey, Bering, I didn't know that you was a part Aborigines.
Bering, you and me, we go to Festus, Missouri, and we go fight in Brett Keene's backyard.
All right. So anyway, Cult of Ham and JJ Skinner, thank you all for joining, and Loudmouth, Incredible Aspie, and S-Man Speaks, who was on here earlier. Thank you as well for joining, and this has been The Cancer Podcast, now renamed the Dark Cancer number 08. And thank you all for tuning in, and see you later, and God bless.